Sound? Hello? Okay, it's fine now. Yeah, it's okay now. Okay, there's few things that seem to be wrong. Okay. Let's see. You add this value. Add this value. Add this value. Okay. Let's see. Here you tell me if it's correct or incorrect. If milliseconds are less than 0, you're getting plus or minus. Okay. Okay, so you give me 0. And then you give me 0. Okay. So the issue where is the gameplay? No. Where am I calling this update? On checkpoint reached. Yep, on checkpoint reached. Okay, so I'm checking for this. Checking if this current run checkpoint. Oh, that's not wrong. I should be checking if best run checkpoint is valid. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, you work. Okay. This is fine. Now the question is, what happens on finish checkpoint? We go update checkpoint counter, server best time, but we're not running update time and recent checkpoint. Okay. Why am I not running update time checkpoint reached? You got recent checkpoint ID. That's best time. And reset current progress. On checkpoint reached. Okay, we update player checkpoint counter. But you send this anyway. Like, do you do this? So you do update this value. Why are you trying to get checkpoint ID? Okay, what happens then? Okay. You do this. Then you do this. Okay. You do finish checkpoint. And then on finish checkpoint, you do delay, then wait. Why you do not seem to be updating that value for the final checkpoint? We got checkpoint ID. This just checks if it's a correct checkpoint. We got checkpoint ID. And this basically just checks if it's finished. But this should proceed regardless of time. Okay, so what I want is on tech, I want to basically get this best run and print. Okay, to text. And now to string. And I want to print string. And that's going to be string A. And now I want to have another one, different color. And you're going to get current run checkpoint. Same thing, just current run checkpoint. And this. And I want to go B. Okay. I don't want to do this break. Just tell me what you're doing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're not printing anything. Are you trying to print? Are you printing it? Yes. Why you're not returning any value? Oh, because we're not getting this player state. Okay, I guess I need to do this inside of this controller, because this is story to have this controller's player state. Player controller. Untick. As player get player state. Okay, and I want to get best get best checkpoint time. And I also want to get current checkpoint time. And I want you to print that on tick. Let's see what it's showing now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, why are you not returning me value? What if instead of doing that, I would ask you to do it when you ask player HUD. Let's go. One, two, three. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen now. 1, 2, 3. Still not printing it. Why? If you are being run. That doesn't work. Why are you not returning me any value? You should have value stored inside of that value of this. One, so I can tell that you're storing value because then you're pulling from it. Oh, fascinating. But actually, that might be fine because maybe you're actually not pulling from that. Yeah. Oh, why you don't work now? Wait, what? What has fucking changed? Okay, so it seems like the issue is that it's somehow running this value in here. 123. No, what the fuck? How did you fucking work? For a second there. It makes absolutely no sense. Okay, why are you printing it on 0? What I basically did earlier was this, and then you would print that. And it somehow printed. Unless there's something else at stake here. Let's see what's gonna happen if I was to ignore if it's finished. Okay, so clearly something's happening with it going to finish line. At which point it falls off. Fine. One, two, three. Okay, something to do in here. Is it setting best time? No. Is it this? Yep. It's still really weird. But what's actually the benefit of this in the first place? Basically, I'm setting that value on finish. So basically, wait, no. No. Okay, that's bad. Okay, why it don't work now? Because I accidentally disconnected this. Oh, I get it. Because I updated regardless. Okay. Get updated now. But now you did, and that's gonna return value 0. Okay, I think I see what's happening. So the problem is that I'm doing this. Okay. And then on checkpoint reached, I'm checking for time. So if the time is best, it's +0. That explains a lot. Okay. So simple solution would be by that way, how do you know what checkpoint it is if I'm not actually dispatching it? 1, 2, 3. You must be informed somewhere. Player notify. Where am I notifying you? I notify you on. Okay, if it's not counter. I get it. I should basically do it here. Notify you here. Then I could ditch this variable, just ditch the check from finish. And on finish, we basically just check for the best time. Okay, now this seems to work fine. Now if I go to player state, no, HUD, only send data if you exist, otherwise none. Now on the first lap, no value. Second lap, we have delta to go against. Nice. And then the delta is also stored in game state, so it can be dispatched. On finish, I basically want to get player the best time. And then check server best time. Okay, Cerebus time, and I also want to get best. Okay. Now I can go player HUD and get best run versus best run. Okay, I only want to save. Okay. No, Delta I want against player. I don't want Delta against global. So good. Mm. 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 Okay. Now what I want to do is uh, that variables time. Clear HUD. I want to do Okay, so I managed to get some more systems working. Now when you cross the checkpoint, you will see your actual checkpoint time. And you would also update the best time in the top right side of the screen. Then if you do go over the map again, it will show your delta time, which is basically a difference between your best run and worst run. It's also set to change color based on your performance. So as you can see, like it updates the best time as it's faster. And now when you're slower, it's actually going to give you negative time and the time will not update. So I think that's one of the very core mechanics, and seeing it work actually is pretty satisfying. So just wanted to share that. Okay, so I managed to get some more systems working. Now when you cross the checkpoint, you will see your actual checkpoint time. And you would also update the best time in the top right side of the screen. Then if you do go over the map again, it will show your delta time, which is basically a difference between your best run and worst run. It's also set to change color based on your performance. So as you can see, like it updates the best time as it's faster. And now when you're slower, it's actually going to give you negative time and the time will not update. So I think that's one of the very core mechanics, and seeing it work actually is pretty satisfying. So just wanted to share that. I don't really have means to store data yet, so Uh, Pretty decent. How about yourself? You having a good day, man? How's it going for you? I'm not quite happy that it just clips the screen. I have a decent idea why it does that. I just don't like that it does that. That's good then. Oh, that's why, because it seems to be putting in spaces in the text where it formats it. Yeah. Which I don't think is necessarily a bad idea, to be honest, for clarity. But let's try a different method. But yeah, I'm doing right. Basically, I got all of the time systems working, so it now shows delta. So let me just wait a little bit so it's easy to demonstrate. So basically, on the first run, you don't have delta, but it serves your best time. On second run, it will store your delta, so like this. And if the time is best, it will update the time. And if the time is worse, it's also going to change the value to red so that it's easy to distinguish between are you ahead or are you behind. That's like one of the this is one of the core systems for my game, so having that actually work it's important for me to be able to add that, to have it, because my thought process is that having level and stuff like that to test is all fun, but unless you really have a framework of a gameplay, all you still really have is basically movement system with some level. But what I want to have is a game. So to have a game, I need to have rules. So I'm creating systems for rules. That's the thought process, at least, behind it. I'm also trying to learn how to do stuff like storing level data. So if I no, I totally understand you. Like I can totally relate to that. Like my thought process with this one is that I just I don't really like having spaces. If I don't have spaces, it's also bad. But double digits, it just isn't not very clear to read. Like I'm stuttering again. I came with an idea of creating a project that is mechanically simple. So it's something I can do with relative ease. Because, as a first game, I don't want to be making Cyberpunk 2078, I'm fine making a small game. Oh yeah, precisely. That's what I want to do. I want to have a gameplay loop so that so that as a like as person making the game, I want to feel like I have a game, because then everything kind of can be structured around it. There's still a bunch of systems I want to add to the game. Like I really want to have a ghost system. So I want to basically store in some form player inputs. and then I'll want to replay them. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I want to avoid for the first project. Like, I don't want to do the Flappy Bird, you know. I don't really believe in doing this sort of like ultra small projects. But I did try to strip as much of complexity from the game as possible. So only thing I'm really hoping to deal with is, you know, movement system, collision logic, gameplay logic, animation, data storage, and that's about it really. Audio VFX are is, you know, the obvious ones, right? But like I'm trying to I don't want to do like AI, uh complex story system, I don't know, player choices, inventory management, online co-op multiplayer, MMO, multiverse on, you know, game. Just trying to keep it as small as possible. Are you really an indie developer if you're not trying to make a multiverse, you know? There was a game I used to be uh in a like a rev share project on called Age of Aincrad. The idea was to make this MMO in the world of something like Sword Art Online. Yeah, we've all been there. Yeah, I had some great time in it though. It was a really good banter because community there that built around it were all just like, you know, very it was a good time. It was a good time. I was still like student back then as well, so but it was fun. It was fun. Okay, food functional food. Yes, food. Let's do all the food functionality. I'm keeping that personal best in the HUD, even though it's not functional for now, just so that I remember it. I mean, actually, you know what? Let's be even smarter. Let's have it hidden so that it's not functional, but it's also not visible. But I know it's there. I know that it needs to be fixed. Cool. That means I can say HUD functionality is completed. W's in the chat. God, I fucking die each time I say that. I feel like, you know, something inside me just breaks. Did you have a good day then? Other than the PTSD you're getting from a project? Was alright, I guess. Since you said it's light. Light days are good. In my case, it was a book fixing day. So I clicked about a bit, spent about 2 hours chatting with people in canteen about live service games. It's interesting. I was speaking with game designer, and he's been saying about how it's killing his soul to basically make all of these, you know, gambling, manipulative things in a video game, even though he absolutely hates it. It's like, yeah, man, I totally understand that. Like, it must really suck to do that. Oh, fucking tell me about it. I have Factorio playthrough. I've been playing Factorio Exotic Industries, and I'm at the point where I'm entering Electric Age, which is I think about 10 hours into the game right now. And lately I've just been fucking knackered. Because if I'm doing, you know, thinking at work, thinking in here, if I have to sit down and do more thinking, I feel like I'm just gonna you know, my brain's gonna get so hot it's going to turn into. Damn it! What was that material that's under Chernobyl? Material that no elephant food is made of. Yes, yes, I do live in UK. Thorium. Yeah, exactly. My brain's gonna get so fucking hot, it's gonna to melt down and turn into corium. America don't know what naked means? Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking Americans, man. We work with Americans, and I absolutely hate them. Well, that's exaggeration, but I really don't vibe with American social culture. Let's put it that way. Like, I have few friends from America who are very nice guy, but the overall, like, half American, this American work social culture, I really don't like how performative it feels. Like, everything about it just feels performative. Nothing is genuine. Good one. But you're not wrong. But good one. Do you live in the US then? Oh, same. I'm at Leamington actually. Well, that's not really south south. It's more like I never know. It's fucking West Midlands or East Midlands. Is Leamington East Midlands or West Midlands? Because I always mix it up. Okay, it's West Midlands. It's not. It's not Essex. Southam. That's not far, is it? Oh, you had riots. Why am I surprised? Oh yeah, you're very fucking south. I think there's some game studios in Southampton because I know I was gonna apply to some studio in there, but I forgot what it was. I heard really good things about Brighton. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Oh, I think End Dreams. It might have been End Dreams. No, that's Fembro. I know there was something in Southampton. I was gonna apply or do something in Southampton. We got our cat. Yeah, well, you see, this is what I should say. Well, that's like half of UK, isn't it? But I do miss Liverpool. I used to really like living in Liverpool. It was genuinely a place I very much enjoyed living in. Yeah, I guess fucking Scousers, yeah? Yeah, right. So now I need to do this. Yeah, I can see that. When I first moved to Liverpool, it was rough, but then I don't know. I really love the city. The city was just so like compact. Co-op Park, yeah. Nah, but I liked living there a lot. It was a great place. Arguably, half of our team was pretty much Italians, so then there's well, then there's Wakefield and Leeds. I used to have relatively thick Yorkshire accent some time ago, but you know, as a non-native, I end up losing local accent quite quick. And Leamington doesn't really have an accent. I loved it. Yorkshire was really fun. I still say fun, not fun. So yeah, there's that. Like something stay. Yeah, in Yorkshire there's a big difference between funny and funny. Don't tell people that their hair looks funny because that might be misunderstood. Totally not projecting my high school experience. I have tickets. I'm not happy about having tickets. But I fixed some bugs. So there's that. What should I do next? I mean, I need game state reset. What does game state reset actually mean? Game state reset means reset player run on events listed in checklist. Because I am not sure about what I'm reading, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I actually need to make some notes for myself so I have a straight thought process for what that should be. Okay, game state reset, and then I will want to have an what do I have as high priority? You know, there's something about the high and medium priority tickets that makes me not want to engage with them because I feel like they're tedious. Low priority is like, oh, speedometer, that's fine. I'm gonna make a speedometer. But then there's the case of like, oh, actually, fix movement behavior so it feels good, and I'm like, ah, I'm hurting so bad. What do I need to do? Count out. I think I would like to make game feel like game. I think that's gonna be my thing now. So I want to have a main menu, countdown, and game start. State reset. That's necessary. Countdown start, and I want to have a pause menu on end. Why do I want to do that? Because I want to learn how to make menu systems. What is the risk of me later on breaking the menu system and I'm gonna have to redo it from scratch? Well, if I don't fuck it up, not high. If I fuck it up, it's going to be a worse experience. But being able to press play and load map would feel pretty good though. Yeah. Oh, so maybe it was them then, because I'm pretty sure there was someone I tried to apply for. Tell me, what should I focus on next? Because I don't want to make decisions. I know that main menu is probably the worst thing I can fucking do. Because then I might have to probably redo it anyway. Unless I'm smart about it. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? UI is important. But it's not as important as core gameplay loop. UMG means I mean, for me, it's more so the case of like I'm also thinking about it from a learning point. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't really like it. I find it to be not kind of cumbersome to deal with. I'm being honest, my brain's already fried today. I am quite pleased that you know what I am genius. I don't even have to explain what I'm doing. I can just play a video. So I have a video of what I did. Okay. Yeah, I think next thing I should probably work on, because like my HUD is okay. Wait, what HUD time display? Time on checkpoint crossed. Well, that needs to be closed. That's done. Yeah, one thing I still have to like get a basic understanding of is like what the fuck is construction script? Because I have no idea what. Like I know a lot of people tell me that say that it's very useful, but I've not looked into construction script at all. Like only thing I know about construction script is that it's basically classes you can actually use in the editor, not only in the not just when the game's running. So like you can use it to like make a, for example, weapon creation system where you just input data, link meshes, and just create stuff easily. But I have no fucking understanding of how that's supposed to work. Okay, but what is a construction script? Because you can create it, right? You can create a construction script. And I know people can you can use it to make a tools in the engine, like level design, like procedural building generation, shit like that. People are making with it. It's black magic fucking thing. Wind effects, in-game pause menu. In-game pause is another one that scares the fuck out of me. Okay. Oh, so it okay, I think I get what you mean. So like unlike other functions that are like on begin play, this function is always called on creation. So like let's say you put asset in the game world and that function is run. Is my understanding correct then? Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I understand what you mean. So, for example, it would be like if you have a door that needs button and you put door in the world, you can have it give you a warning that it needs a button linked to the door without you having to actually go and open the game and test the door. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, for example, I could place checkpoint and I could make it so that it would on when I put checkpoint in the game world, it would automatically check the checkpoints in the world and it would give itself a correct ID. So I don't have to do it manually. That would be like another example, I guess. Or like checkpoint zero would always start as start checkpoint. Huh, that's actually quite fascinating. Okay. No, that's what I mean. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when I put checkpoint in the game world, like if let's say I create a new map and I made level design and whatnot, and I want to place checkpoints in around the world, I could have it so like I put checkpoint here, it would automatically make the first checkpoint start, and then second checkpoint would be like 1 and 2 and 3 and so on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's really cool actually. Thank you. I didn't know what it does, but that clarifies a lot. Yeah, there's so fucking much to learn. And like on one hand, you could say game design is complicated, but then there's a case like this is already making it so much easier. The fact that there are tools. Yeah, that's what's kind of my feeling based on what you said. Like now you have all these tools that you can actually use to make games, but back then, like it wasn't fucking hell. And even that, learning the tools, it's challenging. Yeah, let's list this checkpoint. So first, I'm gonna sort out my game state resets. Okay. Uh, then I'm gonna work on countdown. I think I want to have a countdown because countdown will make the game feel more like a game. I need to log a bug. Checkpoint spawns player facing in the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm gonna work on countdown. Then I want a finish menu because that's going to be simpler. Because this will require me to like create a new level, which would be the landing page in a sense. Okay. In-game pause menu. I'm gonna probably, you know what? I might try to do it when I'm doing this because now that I think of it, on the finish menu and in-game pause menu, that will be very similar in terms of its behavior. Although I guess on finish will probably not pause the game, and this one will. if it's running locally, which is something I'm gonna have to look into. Yeah, with the destruction, that's an interesting one because one thing that I know some people do is that like a lot of people don't destroy are very much against destroying actors. Instead, on kill, they just teleport them and call them again to move them rather than spawning them. I'm not sure how beneficial that really is. Like a lot of people say that what you should do in any game is like you should have a level like somewhere outside of the map that stores all the like currently unused actors and whatnot, so that they're loaded into memory, but you don't actually actively use, so that they can be just moved. Okay, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm describing. Like you don't destroy them, you just hide them and then reuse them. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess I see what you mean. Cause like it when, but is spawning also expensive when there's already enemy of that type in the map? Oh, I see. So you basically okay. So generally speaking, you want to avoid spawning as much as possible. If you want to, or more like you want to avoid excessive spawning in runtime. That's a better way to put it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what you're saying is like it's a good idea to load all classes in the level. Oh, I think I guess what it means. So basically what you would do is you would load all the classes that would be around the player early, and then okay, I guess that's how that's how open world games do it. They basically cut up map into sectors and they basically load everything in vicinity and render it if it's visible. Otherwise, it's just there in the memory. Uh, but then things that are far away from the player are loaded and unloaded in the background because they're not going to be used immediately, but by the time the player gets close, it will be already in the memory. Ah, okay. Now I get it. Oh, that explains also why in some games when you get like in a within an area to a place like in Rust, you lag so much because the game suddenly tries to load all these instances of walls and stuff into the memory because they don't yet exist. But in these games, it's just such a massive cluster. Okay. Right, and in that case, when you're spawning, the only cost that you have to worry about is rendering cost, because everything else is already accounted for in a sense. Okay, no, that's really interesting. Well, and processing of AI and nav mesh and stuff like that, if applicable. Yeah, and I guess, well, I want to say since memory is cheap, but well, that is like fucking milk. Since memory used to be cheap, it actually became a very solid way to just cut down on loading times and stuff. Okay. Yeah, and I guess also like these days with SSDs and stuff, it's also easier. What do you mean? Ah, okay, I think I get you. So you don't try to spawn. So you're not keeping all. Okay, so you what you basically do, what you're saying is that you don't spawn classes, you spawn instances of it. Is that what you're trying to say? So like that's another option, right? But yeah, you see, this is exactly why I'm making game without like NPCs, AI, and so on. So I don't really have to worry about all this. That's precisely the idea. Because the only thing I have to worry about is level and well, broad logic. It's simple, right? Okay, I get you. So what do you mean? Like it only yeah, now I understand you. So what do you mean is like it only stores one texture. I mean, one set of textures for the mesh, basically, and because everything is just instances. Okay, yeah, now I understand you. Wait again. So you have 20 of the same enemy spawned and hidden in the pool. It only ever holds one copy of its class. Its mesh, its materials in memory at one time. Okay. Hmm. Well, I guess it will be more because these textures are expensive, to be honest. So it'll probably be more like 12 to 30 megabytes these days. But yeah, I get you. Okay. But oh, because textures are being streamed. That makes sense. Yeah, like you're not streaming textures unless you're rendering. I see. I see. 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 Well, that's something I'm gonna have to like learn and look into. Yeah, no, no, I understand what you mean now. Basic, what you're saying is like it's only the class that's stored inside of a, so it doesn't have to be constructed in real time. It can just be pulled in. Then all the link meshes and textures and everything gets streamed on when it's required to render. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Okay. I wonder how long we're gonna have to do. Well, but then again, yeah, I guess it's not nothing you can do about it because construction itself just requires processing power. So it's better to just store it in memory. Well, it's something I'm gonna keep in mind for the next game. That's for sure. I think I'm gonna have one. I am absolutely washed today. But I did get timers and stuff to work, so yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, that's the thing. I do like fast-paced games a lot. I really do like fast-paced games. For me, it's either a really fast-paced game or a factory builder. Those are like the two I really enjoy. Factorio is crack. Fucking love Factorio. Yeah, the 1.2. I know. I really, I have this plan. I have this. No, I haven't. I haven't. I am waiting for it to get more updates. You know which one I'm really looking forward to? Foundry. I'm really looking forward to Foundry when that. Well, maybe I'm not gonna wait until it comes out from. Yes, exactly. Foundry needs more polish. Like the fact that when you're drilling, you barely get any feedback, it really leaves sour taste in my mouth. But yeah, it I'm really vibing with the complexity that the game represents. So I am excited for it to like keep being developed. I have the game and I tried it some time ago and I really enjoyed it. I was really bummed out by Satisfactory, to be honest. I got really disappointed by that game. I feel like ending of Satisfactory was just too easy. And I know it just sounds silly. It's like the game is too easy, but I just it didn't. I didn't feel like the scaling was there. It was a bit too sandboxy for me, too little goal driven, and I do need goals in games. I'm not really much of a sandbox player. I need to have like a path to follow. That's why I like Factorio a lot, because Factorio gives you a relatively clear goal of do X, and if you want it hard, scale yourself into a fucking infinity. So like now I'm playing that Crass, not now, Exotic Industries, and I have like very expensive playthrough. So I'm like 10 hours in and I'm still on Steam power. I don't have a what space ground. You know what? I'm just gonna let me just check Steam. I've been doing some notes of this game. Oh, I did come across it. There was one. This one was quite. I want to try this one eventually. Dyson Sphere program. I played a little bit. It's very interesting. It's just that I got distracted by Valorant or some other shit. But Dyson Sphere program, I played it a bit and it's pretty great. One game that I do like, but I am also really disappointed by is Rift Breaker. Like, it's a very cool concept, but the game is just really hard to scale difficulty. You put the higher difficulty, you get absolutely obliterated. You put lower difficulty, the game is boring and easy as fuck. It's it's yeah, but I did have a I had a good time playing it. It just that there was just something about it that it just didn't stroke that itch, you know? It just didn't feel quite right. I'm looking forward to this one. I really want to get my Steam controller. I I want Steam controller so much. I'm working on a system to well, system is a broad word, but I want to connect my PC to my TV downstairs. So I already have like Moonlight installed downstairs. That works really well. On my PC, I have Apollo set up to open virtual display as a main display when I connect to it from downstairs. The issue I have now is because I'm connected through Wi-Fi, I'm getting occasional spikes. So I bought like a massive drill. On weekend, I'm planning to drill through the wall and pull Ethernet cable, so I can connect my PC to router in the corner, Ethernet downstairs, and then wirelessly to Steam Deck, and then into PC, into TV. We'll see how that's gonna work. And then combine that with Steam controller. No, uh, it's really not, man. Like Wi-Fi these days is actually pretty decent. Yeah, actually is. Yeah, that yeah. Like if you go for like Wi-Fi 6 and 6E7, it's actually pretty damn good. Well, fair enough. Like, you know, if you're living in a house of like thick concrete walls, you're going to struggle. But if you just like a normal modern construction, you know, wooden walls with plaster boards, it works really well. Uh, and also we have a mesh system set up to a degree around the house, so that helps. That helps quite a bit as well. Yeah, nah, then yeah, then you don't Wi-Fi. Then yeah, then you don't Wi-Fi. That's what I'm talking about. Like in UK, they don't. This house is from 60s. Um, it's been modified quite a bit, so there's quite a few of these wooden construction plasterboard walls. So the Wi-Fi is actually pretty decent. Although I do have three routers. Like I have router in my room, in the living room, another one in kitchen. Because we did struggle with signal to an extent. But mesh network also helped quite a bit. I'm having actually such a hard time with headphones because I've not had headphones with good signal since I had my old Arctis Pros before Nova. Since then, every single headset I had really shitty signal for Wi-Fi. Well, some of them have good ones, but like I really want to have a microphone I can just tuck in, you know? I don't like these long stick out mics because in here I'm just using Elgato. Like I use my Elgato mic anyway. I only need to have something to switch to. Yeah, no, yeah, Nova is Steel Series, the new Steel Series. They basically made a worse headset that they had. Frustrating because previous one I really liked. The new one is not great. RimWorld, another pretty cool game. Yeah, that one is great. The one before Nova, the Arctis Pro before the Nova, was such a good headset. Just battery died on me. It was such a great headset. I do miss it a lot. I liked it so much. Then they made Nova and it's just shit. I like the fact that in this old Pro you can have a microphone tucked in and people can still hear you clearly. With these ones, like these are Arctis sevens, I think. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, I was really bummed out when I saw they had a new one. Because I was like, oh my god, a new one. No, it's probably going to be shit, and it was shit. It is what it is. What's Coffee Talk? Talk you I but this is the game that made up by this YouTuber who went traveling. Honestly, some of these fucking YouTuber guys are so unbearable. It's like, I am so fucking creatively gifted. I made a super duper meaningful game because I went to Japan. And it's like, ah, it hurts. Listening to these people hurts. So pretentious. So fucking pretentious. Yeah, that's the one I had before. I liked it a lot. It was a great headset. Absolutely amazing headset. It's just that my battery died. And while I tried to repair it, I broke it. Wait, no, so it wasn't battery that died. Wait, I had a. No, it was battery, I think. Yeah, I think it was because I think I had wireless. I had one without swappable batteries. Or maybe I had seven? You know, at this point, I'm actually just confused. So maybe I had old 7 then, not Pro. And then I got Nova Pro. Yeah, that's I think what happened. Like, I had 7, and then I got Nova Pro, but 7s were better. But yeah, now I remember. Yeah. So I had Arctis 7, not Pro. These are the 7s as well, and these 7s are just like, they're shit. Compared to the previous 7s, these ones are utter crap. But hey, they're 7 plus they're 7 fucking premium. Well, it is what it is. Now then, I'm trying to remember what happened to my Nova Pros. I want to try to do something with microphone. Maybe it was my Oh, I think I remember. I tried to replace a microphone because something happened to the microphone. And when I put it together, I think one of the headphones wasn't working and I just had to throw it away. Or I think it was, I think, you know what, it might have been the microphone button that kept acting up. Yeah, it might have been like microphone button that kept pressing itself even if there was no input. So I think I might have tried to replace that and then something else broke. I don't remember, man. Lately I've been trying to do like, yeah, yep, yep. And I think I tried to repair that. And that's also why I think I broke it. To be honest, attempt my attempts at repairing things were quite decent, but over time I feel like my ratio of successful repair has been dropping. Oh, this game I really want. Is it out yet? I really want to replay Gothic. I'm excited to play this game so mad. I played I played original Gothic years ago. Yes, yes, I totally relate to that. Although I am doing house renovation by myself, so I'm at least okay at something. Today I was speaking to my dad about how much work is it to replace fucking plasterboard because whoever was doing renovation in this house was an absolute cock that had no clue about anything. It's not that bad, honestly. It's not that bad. You learn it, you spend time and you gradually learn it. Like, I didn't know much when I started. I mean, yeah, if you want to, I mean, you know, you have two kidneys. You can sell one, right? Oh my god, speaking of IT advice, I saw such a great meme earlier today. Let me find it. It was so brilliant. Ah. I love it. It's so wonderful. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna head off and chill a bit because my brain's absolutely fried anyway. I did get some shit done though. Tomorrow is going to be main menus and sorting out game state behavior on fail. So yeah, you'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'll get there eventually. Could be worse. Yep. Have a good night, man. Take care. Catch you later.